Sol here. Welcome back to the channel. I've gotten or I received several requests of doing a full operation review of our task force. So yesterday we took on choke point. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. So yesterday we took on choke point. Today we're taking on curtain call. We're on set to finish it soon. But yesterday we took on choke point. We took it down on 18 attacks, and I think that's a pretty manageable review. So we can do it pretty quickly. I'll do it times 2 speed. That way we're not wasting too much time. All right. So we had. Wait, is this the right one? Am I looking at the right? Yes. So we had several bases. We had Dredge, Borderlines, Quick Charge. We're gonna go over them. So let's look at the first attack by Quick Eye. He went all Sukas. And he went for a little stroll. He landed on the right side. I'm gonna do it on times 2. He landed on the right side of the map, and I mean his idea was solid. We usually, while he's walking here, our usual approach is to smoke Sukas behind the shock launcher, clear that area, and then go for the core, and that works pretty well most of the time, unless you make a terrible mistake. But he saw the opportunity of a lot of GBE, and him being able to smoke into position and then attack the core from the 12 o'clock position. And I'll give him props. I mean, that was a pretty good idea. Also meant that he was having fun. For us, the operations are not so serious. It's just all about, enjoying what we're doing, having fun with the operation. And that meant Hizuka's destroying a lot of stuff, gaining a lot of GBE. And that was pretty cool, in my opinion. So even though he failed on that first attack, it was pretty successful in clearing the mines there. He got, unfortunately, touched by the shock launcher. He managed to recover, but that was a really, really close call for him. So here we go. He's smoking into position. Remember, he gathered a lot of GBE. Unfortunately, here, he missed. He missed one of the smokes. The smokes were too close or too far apart, so he got burned. So he lost a huge amount of his troops right there. Now the hotpot comes online, and he just got wrecked. So needless to say, he then used his remaining GBE to destroy the last rocket launcher. Not that it would have an effect, because it didn't. But then he went ahead and cleared the pass, which usually we have to do either way. So he made it super easy for the next guy to go ahead and take out that base. And we're going to see that in a second. So Blaze went in with all Sukas. He got a little bit burned. He lost a few of the Sukas there. But he did a pretty good job doing the standard Suka landing. You can see Sukas land on the second line. So if any of the ranges are just above that second line, then you're going to be safe. So here you're going to see here, like, he's doing the normal smoking. And I think this is where... No. Where's the point where he lost some of the Sukas? I want to say it's after he got here. And after he cleared the shock launchers where he lost it, if I remember correctly. Here we go. That's where he lost most of the Sukas. So again, that corner becomes dangerous because you're smoking in the corner, and the corner Sukas don't like smoking or flaring into corners. But either way, he managed to then clear all the defenses. He has enough GBE to keep what needs to be shocked. And without the rocket launchers on the top, it made the job a lot easier. You see him reflaring one more time. It's important for him to take that machine gun out. He needs to take those machine guns out, which the Sukas are doing right now. Because otherwise, those machine guns are going to keep having shots on their Sukas and going to slowly melt them away. Now the Sukas on the left side are going to town to the core, and they're going to that core is going to go down pretty quick. Alright, so down went Dredge in 2 attacks. This is our record. Is actually was beaten yesterday, and we did choke point in 18 attacks, so that was pretty good. All right, so let's take a look at the first attack at Borderline by Nick. Our attack called for a straight frontal assault on the base, so that's what he did. He went with heavy Suka. clearing a pass on the middle. There's no reason why you want to go left or right. So now that the boom cannons are done, he sends some distraction up to destroy the rocket launcher. That's gonna give him some reprieve, in order for him to then take on the flamethrowers, take out what was the other thing? Oh, the boom cannon that was left, and let his heavy survive for a little bit longer. That shock blaster is going to town on Hizuka's, but that was a nice opening attack. Now it's just a matter of smoking troops in and finishing it up. So let's go for the next attack. I don't think it was close right away. No. Let's take a look at Quick Charge by Booba. He went heavy Hizuka again. This is a normal attack. Usually we go on the right side of the map. I did not write the notes for this one, and I did not see this attack, so I'm not sure if that's what he did, but it seems like that's what he did. Being him having heavy Hizuka, I'm guessing he's going to go first for the shock launcher and doom cannons, and then slowly open up a path to have a smoky Hizuka attack on the rocket launchers and finish up at 12 o'clock. Let's speed this up at twice speed. Booba forgot that he did not do the stagger landing. I usually don't like doing that with heavy Hizuka just because the heavies would go too far and the Hizukas would trail too far back, and that usually means that you're losing your heavies without any firepower. However, Booba managed to accomplish his task. He cleared the rocket launcher, the shock launcher, shield generator, and the doom cannons. Therefore, making it a lot easier for a sequential attack. Usually, our philosophy is make it easier for the next. Don't go for heroics. I mean, if you're pretty sure you can finish up a base by yourself, then go ahead by all means and do it. Otherwise, just make it easier for the next attacker. Now here's me and low points. Again, just having fun. I had tank grenadiers and medics loaded, so I went ahead and went to town on this base. My plan was to go land here on the left side of the map, clear as many of those power cells as I could, and use the GBE to clear those two rocket launchers down there, and then with the grenadiers clear this bottom area, which is going to be our final position, or the final staging area for an Osuka attack. I'm going to speed it up because this is going to take a little bit. I actually use all my allotted time. I gotta say, this attack was pretty fun for me. Like I usually say, like tanks are not useful, and in this case, they were useful because they were just at mid shield. It would have been heavies would have been good too. The only problem is at the very end, heavies would have gotten too close to the edge, and the cannons and boom cannons would have gotten them. So tanks were the actual the perfect tool for what I wanted to accomplish. Those grenadiers are going to town with those power cells. You see, I already cleared the rocket launcher on the right side. Now I'm going to clear the last rocket launcher and clear as many of those power cells as I can. Right now, I'm on GBE gaining mode because I want to then flare to the bottom and keep those cannons and boom cannons shock as long as I can so that I can clear as many as I can. Move here to clear some mines, maybe do some collateral damage. But I knew my time was running out and I needed to act quickly if I wanted to use all that GBE. Because the GBE was already maxed in terms of artillery and barrage. So it was better for me to use, or more cost effective to use that with chocks. You see, I already clear half of them. Now I have to reflare, and now I ran out of GBE. I cannot flare anymore or chock anymore. And it's just a matter of finishing the two, which I managed to do, and then I run out of time. I no, this attack was pretty good in my opinion. and it accomplished the mission of having fun. All right, so that was my attack on long point. Let's take a look at the or the second attack on borderline. We'll watch this on 10x on 4x speed to make it go faster. He's again gonna go in for the gut, clearing as much as as he can. He actually decided at the last minute he wanted to go for a Suka rush or a core rush. It wouldn't have been I wouldn't have done it that way, but he decided to do. I mean, he did some damage to the core, but it wasn't still enough to take it down. And we have some tank medics going for the kill on borderline. All right, so the HQ went down. It was dangerous because if that shock launcher, if it didn't have enough DBE to keep that shocked, he would have probably been on stasis. Not that he wouldn't have finished it, but he would. It would have been close. Because remember, tanks have such low DPS that if you get it, and they fire every 2.5 seconds. So if you're being shocked every 5 seconds, then you're gonna be in trouble. All right, so by now we have 2 bases down, and it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks. Let's take a look at the second attack at quick charge. I'm guessing he's gonna go and rush the rocket launchers. Going for the stagger warrior landing, which is a very good choice. That way he avoids those mines. Oh, he flew directly to the rocket launcher. I wouldn't have done that. But he got into position, and he's going to get the job done. There's no way he cannot get it done. Some couriers for distraction, and now just warrior madness. There we go. I don't know if he's going to use some of that GBE. Oh, actually, that's smart. He's going to go for an opening to try to see if he can open the 3 o'clock position. Like I said, I didn't watch this replay, so I'm watching it first time with you guys. So I'm curious to see what ended up happening on the final attack in TechCrunch. So Delwine went on Suka. He only lost 17. So I wonder where he went. Oh, sorry, no, this is a different one. Wait, which one were we watching? Now I got confused. Wait. Okay, here we go. Quick charge. That was the warrior. All right. So Centaur. So then we have the first attack on Centaur by Sun Tzu. He went all Sukas. Got 19 items out of the list. Our usual approach is on the left side, on the right side. Sorry, is to clear that those shield generators and clear as many boom cannons as you can. However, I'm not sure if that's what he ended up doing. We'll see in a second. But based on the 19 units that he took out, I guess he did. Now, in an attack like this, I usually bring a boat of riflemen, or maybe 2. Mainly because they're gonna get targeted by the cannons first, and you don't want to lose your DPS. That way, it's a good balance between having high enough DPS and having enough survivability to take on your base. So remember, every time you lose a Suka, you're losing 5,000 potential damage per second. Not per second, per shot, I think. In his case, because he was boosted. When you lose a rifleman, it's not that the effect is not as bad. However, he managed to clear all the boom cannon except one, which is gonna make an incredible effect on the last few attacks on this base. All right, so that was Sun Tzu attack. Now we have quick charge. So it's the second and final attack. Let's see what he managed to do. right, he just went for the Suko Swarm, just destroying everything on its path, gaining some GBE in the process. He needs to barrage that because otherwise Sukas are gonna step on the mines. He clears some of them. There we go. Yeah, because otherwise it would have been crazy. Now he's opening a spot on the top of our clock position, which is our normal final resting spot. He's getting attacked, but I mean the Zukas are in a spot that's open. There's nothing else that can hit him. And Quick Charge went down on 2 attacks. All right, so let's look at the final attack on low points. Boss went with Rifleman, Cryoneer, Sukas, and Medics. Actually, a very good choice. Mainly because he's going to be able to get onto that 9 o'clock position with the Rifleman, absorb some of the damage from the cannons, and the Cryoneers would keep everything under stasis, reducing the amount of damage per second. Therefore, increasing the survivability of the Rifleman. You're gonna see the rocket launcher is gonna start hitting the Rifleman. Should be now, yes. However, he's gonna be able to, his medics are gonna be able to keep his units healed. So, those Riflemen can take a full barrage, and with the help of the medics survive. Once he clears that entire side, it's just a matter of reflaring, and then he's losing medics. Now his Rifleman probably will not survive. Having lost 2 medics is not good. And we can see how then the HQ will go down now. All right, so that was Boss's attack on, finish on low point. Then we're going to go ahead and take a look at the second attack on Centaur. Actually, no, I think it's the first. Let's see. It's actually, yeah, it's the second. It's the second attack on Centaur. All right, so an Osuka attack on the left side is pretty standard for this. I'm guessing he's gonna go for the shock launcher. Oh, a massive barrage in the middle of that rocket launcher. I'm wondering what he's planning. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh no, it's actually a Rifleman Suka attack. I didn't see that part. So you can see that that grappler is doing its work, actually distracting the troops. So he went ahead and he cleared the shock launcher and cleared with barrage a lot of the rocket launchers on that side. So even though his attack may have been seen puny, it was actually a pretty good attack because we need those rocket launchers clear either way. So he went ahead and did that for us. Actually, this I'm gonna keep following this attack because this is Centaur was the one that took the most attack, and it finished with a hilarious attack. So let's finish. Let's keep looking at Centaur. We'll come back to TechCrunch right here in a little bit. So then we have a warrior attack by Buddy. Let's do it again. Let's do it on 4x speed. Where is he gonna land? All right, Steyr Suka landing. I'm guessing he's gonna go for some rocket launchers. Oh, he's going for the grappler. All right, I'll take that. Wow, he lost a lot of his troops, but the grappler is out. I don't know if then what they were planning was to do a heavy Suka attack or maybe a Scorcher heavy or Scorcher Suka attack. We'll have to see. All right, let's take a look at the Grenadier attack. Oh, that was actually not a pretty. That's actually a. Oh yeah, I remember seeing this one. It's actually a pretty good attack. Those Grenadiers took a beating. So he finished. He starts with some barrages on the top, trying to finish some of those rocket launchers. Seems that he's going to be able to take one if he uses GBE. No, he decided to land. He's going to need it to get to a position. And this is going to be a long attack, so force 4x speed. You can see those grenadiers are taking on a rocket launcher each, and those medics can keep up with the damage output. So now he has 3 rocket launchers firing at the same time, and the grenadiers barely make it. I mean, he has some losses, but now that he's back to just 2 firing at the same time, he's just going to town. He's going to town. He's going to town. Is he going to be able to clear? He has a minute to finish. He finished 1. Can he finish the other one? He finished 2. And the third one. Now he's going to town with the machine guns. Now the mortars are deadly for the grenadiers. Good call, Rosie, on reflaring. Unfortunately, the time is out. But his attack was spotless. He was awesome. Love the grenadier action, especially in 4X. All right, let's take a look at the second to last attack by Joel, 219. He went with tanks. Not the best choice, mainly because the tanks are so slow. So look, he took a full minute. It's going to take a full minute to get into position. That is 1 minute right now. That is a minute and 30 seconds. Lost because, of the travel time. However, he manages to clear the entire front of the base. He manages to use the GBE to then clear the last remaining set of rocket launchers. The rest of the stuff is just low GBE, so any person can take it down. And we taking it down, we did. Let me just speed this up. He managed to take all the way the shield all the way down to a little sliver before the time ran out on him. Tanks are good, don't taking damage, and if you have medics, but their DPS, like I said, it's subpar. So in operation, usually we don't bring them in unless we have a very special line. And here you saw 2 attacks that we use tanks. Actually, 3 attacks that I've used tanks. On the last attack, Bobby went with the critter finish. We actually requested this. So he went and took the flamethrower with GBE. And then just landed 4 critter boxes. We did the calculation. Actually, 5 critter boxes. We did the calculation, and the HQ was going to go down. I was a little bit concerned about the mortar. He didn't take it. So he ends up losing maybe a box and a half of critters. But then the remaining critters are safe. They're going to go ahead into town and just destroy that HQ. And although this is the last attack on the list, it's not the last attack that we have. We still have one more base to look at, but this base went down with an all critter attack. All right, I don't think there's need to just look at it, but it's gonna go down in a few seconds. So let's just wait for it, I guess. Oh, he wanted to go for the artillery takedown. He miscalculated and he couldn't. All right, so that was attack number 16 out of 18. We wanted to take a look at the Centaur, the last 2 attacks on TechCrunch. So let's take a look at that. Ivan with an all-Suka attack. This is a traditional smoke, a solo. However, having no space on the back is going to make it a little bit more challenging because of the spread. And I think that's what happened here in combination with the amount of GBE that he had to spend on clearing a pass for himself. So let's speed this up. Let's see how he did. The question is, did he manage to get to the top or did he lose his troops on the way up? Oh, he lost a significant amount of troops. Hopefully, no, he has that. He still have a bunch of troops left. I think the problem was that he just ran out of time. That was pretty good considering the fact that he lost maybe a third of his troop of of his troop loadout due to a flamethrower and some sneaky mines. All right, so I'm gonna say, oh, it doesn't show the HP. It would be nice if it showed it. All right, 5 more seconds, and this replay ends. All right, so that was the first attack on TechCrunch. Let's take a look at the last attack by Dell. Landed 104 Sukas, last 17. By now, it should be a pretty easy walk. There's no mine, so all his GBE can be focused on smoking and flaring and chucking what needs to be chucked. Lots of Suka there to a boom mine. Be careful with the mines. All right, so now a rifler, and then just go to town to the core. There's nothing that can be done to prevent us from taking choke point in 18 attacks. And that's it. That is it. 6 bases down in 18 attacks. I think an average of 3 attacks per base. I think that's pretty successful, guys. Like I said, today we're taking on Cordon Call. We have 14 attacks left and 2 bases. Let's see the status of this one. All right, so we clear a front. I'm guessing it's already open for a Scorcher attack here on the top to clear this, and then end up with maybe a Cryo Suka attack here on this area on the 6 o'clock position for the finish. I think we have to clear all the way up to here for the rocket launchers, and then we should be okay. Now for Phobos, so I'll give this 4 more attacks. Let's see how Phobos is doing. All right, so Phobos, it was a right approach. There were rocket launchers here on this area. Rocket launcher and shock launcher, so they're already clear. One of the rocket launchers is clear, so this is also on par. Oh, there's this rocket launcher right here. How much shells does he have? 45. So let's say one attack goes in with just artillery and takes this out. Maybe clear the shock launchers with whatever troops you have left. Then 2 more attacks to go in with Sukas and park on the top, and that should be it. The laser doesn't have range, so yeah, we should be able to take Curtain Call, no problem. We have 3 hours left, 14 attackers, and our attackers that are left are pretty good, so I have no doubt that we'll be able to finish that one. So guys, that's how we took choke point yesterday. In 18 attacks. If you're interested in our task force, we have 2 spaces. So AnninetForces5. This is our task force tag. Give us a check if you want. Just come by, drop by, say hello, and yeah, we will accept you right away. In any case, this is Saul saying bye. Thanks for checking this video out. I know a lot of you people have asked me for operation attacks, and today I finally was able to comply with your requests. If you like the video, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking my icon that just appeared, and check those videos that just appear on the right side of the screen. Take care and have a good day.